What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having an amazing day. JJ Shankles, the Goat Toasters here, back with another episode of your Daily Tech News. The Daily Tech News that doesn't happen every day. But anyway, let's get into the news. But first, some tea. Let me know if you have any favorite teas. This one's a new one, Yorkshire tea. Pretty good stuff. The first story of today is focusing on cameras. Any of you Nikon Z shooters out there like me, I'm shooting this one on the Nikon Z6 right now. Tamron has officially announced they are going to be releasing their full lineup of mirrorless lenses available with the Z-mount on it. It's uncertain exactly when these will be launched, maybe the end of this year, but with 2020 going the way it is, a lot of things are getting pushed back and supply chains are getting messed up, so it may be sometime next year before we see this. Sigma, on the other hand, another large third-party manufacturer of lenses, hasn't officially announced that they're going to be releasing Nikon Z lenses. That's been the biggest issue with Nikon's mirrorless cameras, is their lack of options when it comes to lenses. They have a great adapter that allows you to adapt all the Nikon F lenses, but now with large third-party manufacturers creating lenses, there will be so many more options in the Z space. And now onto the home hardware realm. Wi-Fi 6 is the next big thing in home Wi-Fi. It's sort of just the next step in the protocol, making faster internet speeds at home. And the company Linksys is going to be releasing one of the cheapest mesh Wi-Fi 6 systems out there, coming in at only $150, but it only covers 1,700 square feet, so not the largest system out there, but definitely a good, strong mesh Wi-Fi 6 solution for smaller houses or larger apartments. Good to see competition in this space. Earlier this week, I covered Asus's Wi-Fi 6 mesh router, and it was coming in at double this price, around $300, but covered up to 4,800 square feet. So definitely good to see competition in this space. Wi-Fi 6 is currently more of a future-proofing of your router purchases, since not many mobile devices currently accept Wi-Fi 6 protocols. And onto the video game news of the day. Fortnite's next chapter, its Chapter 2 Season 3 is going to be released. It's going to feature Aquaman, and the island is flooded this time. I do like how Fortnite has kept it interesting by changing the map up every single season, not just resting on the basics and keeping the gameplay the same that it's been for so many years now, that they keep changing it up and adding new weapons, adding a new map. So I do highly respect Fortnite for what they've done with the game. And onto the mobile space, Apple Glass may have a leaked patent that shows it might be able to have adjustable prescriptions in the lens. This would make it so you don't have to buy special lenses for your Apple glasses, so it could use some special system to adjust to your prescription. You could just enter it in, probably on your smartphone, and tell it what your prescription needs to be, and then it would adjust with that. And then if your prescription ever changed, you would just have to enter those new settings and it would immediately update. This would be a huge technology if they can pull it off. This had been a huge downside to previous smart glasses or VR applications. If they could create an automatic prescription lens system, that could be a huge technology on its own. And on to new cell phones, HTC is back at it. They haven't made cell phones since they were paired with Google with the Pixel 1 and 2 release. They're going to be releasing two phones this time, the U20 5G and the Desire 20 Pro. The 5G phone is interesting for having a 5,000 milliamp hour battery and 5G capabilities. The 5G option will be a good mid-range phone for people who want 5G capabilities and really good battery life and don't want to spend a ton of money on other high-end specs that come with phones. It'll only be a 1080p screen and not the most expensive high-end processors in this phone. And there are new rumors around the new Google Nest home speaker. Since they've announced they're going to be doing away with their regular Google Home, now certain sources are saying different things about what's going to be replacing that. They say it will be called a Nest speaker, since that's the brand they're moving towards for home speakers, and it will be the same cloth texture that they have on all their other home speakers. You could expect the standard upgrades like better speakers, better microphones in there, but it will be interesting to see if they try to put a screen on this one or if they leave it without a screen. But we'll probably have to wait till October for the official release, but leaks will be coming out anytime between now and then, showing us earlier images of what that might look like. And onto the world of Apple, new leaks might show what the upcoming iPhone 12 might look like. It might be more of a boxy design with some straight angles on the edges, and the possibility of this new navy blue color that I think looks really good. They've done more of a boxy design in previous iPhones, and it looks like they might be going back to that. This definitely would be an interesting move with how so many smartphones are moving toward more curved, more wraparound screens, bending the edges to make it more seamless in the hands. But I'm all for a square phone. I think it just stands out in the market than all the other standard rounded edges of smartphones nowadays. And on to some general news. T-Mobile had a huge outage on Monday across most of the US, making it so a lot of people couldn't make calls or send messages. And Ajit Pai, the chairman of the FCC, says he's mad about this, but he's been mad about things before and they don't actually crack down on these mobile providers. They keep having these huge outages and they haven't cracked down on it in previous situations, so they're probably not going to do anything about it now. He's just going to say he's mad and nothing's going to get done, as usual. And on to some airplane news. The first electric airplane has now been certified in Europe. It's a small two-seater plane, but they say this is a huge breakthrough that both the engine and the airplane have both been certified by this agency. It does have to be a propeller airplane because that's currently the only electric engine that we know of that can fly a plane. This is a huge step in the right direction for maybe more possibilities of smaller manned aircrafts being a possibility of making them electric. So maybe the future of flying is electric. But that about wraps it up for today's news. If anything I said was infactual or if I missed a story you wanted me to cover, make sure to comment it down below and I will get to that in the next episode. And while you're down there, if you would like and subscribe, it really helps this channel out with the YouTube algorithm and makes it so more people can see this channel. But anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day out there. Make sure you stay safe, make sure you're washing your hands a lot, and I'll see you on the next episode. Go Toaster out.